stream deck.
Quit playing.
And I'm vlogging it too. Gas showed up. What's happening?
Yeah.
Someone doesn't sound too sure about that.
He's so mad.
Yeah, about to drive a Ferrari F430.
Going on? We are back.
What's going on, people? Weebles?
What it do? What it do?
We know everything about absolutely nothing. We are your hosts. Mon, Ralph, Zoe. We got a new host. We got Mark. He is a regular with us now, man. Welcome to the team, big dog. How you feeling?
Salute. Thank you. What's going on, people, man? Good to be a part of it, man.
Nothing too much. So we did switch the subject in midweek, right? So we're going to talk about accountability. And
Hey, real quick. We already got some people in the box. I want to say what up to Alex, Chinet. Appreciate you coming through. Feeling Dreams. I don't even know who that is.
What's up, Chinet? Good to see you. Yeah, hey, I'm waiting on that series, Chinet. I can't wait. Me and the wife, we are waiting on it. Like we watched the whole first season.
Hey.
Facts.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. That junk good.
But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Wanted to say what up to our people real quick, but go ahead, Mom. Finish up.
Yeah, ain't no thing. So, but we she said this Alicia, Theme Dreams.
Oh, of course, my sister. My bad. Go ahead, Mom. Accountability.
No thing. So we were going to do game part 3, and we got a little bit of reaction from a lot of our audience, and they didn't think it was probably a good idea to do it. So we switched to midweek, and some of our guests, we do have guests on, we have ladies on, and they're going to let us know, I guess, right? Are y'all ready for them?
Facts. Let's bring them in.
Right, so we're going to talk about accountability between men and women, or in general, in all. T. Martin, what's up, Tony? Good to have you.
What up, boy?
Oh,
what's going on, T?
So let's bring them in. Let's get them all in here. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hello, ladies.
What's up, lady?
I think you're muted.
Hi.
So let's do quick introductions. I don't know where she's at on y'all screen. A minute, maybe a little bit different, but in the bottom left, I have it's Mel B, good friend of mine. We've been going to school since Hampton. Me, Marcus, and Zoe been knowing her since Hampton. In the middle, we have Ashley, also been knowing for a really long fucking time. It's crazy. I've been knowing all you motherfuckers forever. But of course, she's returning guest to our squad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody love the energy that Ashley brings. She is amazing. And in the corner, we have Amber. So there's another person that, I've pretty much, I'm not even gonna lie, watched her grow up. You know what I'm saying? Been knowing Amber since, God, how old were you? 12?
I don't know.
She's fucking 29. I feel old as shit right now.
Yes, no more 30 jokes. Let me enjoy my last year, my 20s.
For those that don't know, Amber is Marcus's sister. But we were having some conflicts before we started the podcast about why we thought that this was gender related.
All right, well, before you get into it though, because you about to get them started.
This shit, boy, we gotta
do our usual, right? We gotta know what we all did this week. Try to keep it short, right? Because it's a lot of us.
Yeah.
So anybody want to start? What did you guys had up for this week?
I'll start.
Go ahead, Mark.
All right, go ahead. I live, breathe, and I made money. See how fast I made that happen?
That shit was beautiful. Shit was motherfucking beautiful.
Who's next?
I'll go next. I was here, alive, I'm drinking, and I'm ready to start some shit. All right? On to the next.
Who else is next?
I go. Yeah, it was a good week. Worked a lot of hours, worked out a whole lot. Train Mel B, what up though? We getting it in this week. And that's about it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh, you did train with Mel? Y'all did train?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
For those that don't know, that means that Mel is getting ready to have extra shoulders and shit. Okay, you about to train Mel how to have extra shoulders.
I didn't even go hard.
Extra arms.
She's fine. She's fine. I didn't hurt her.
I heard differently, but anyway.
Look at her point. It's toe up, but it sounds like she's sore.
Mel, what about you? How was your week, Mel? I know you can't lift your arms again.
I almost died. Almost died. Think I was gonna get trained, but I almost died. But pretty much I just work, doing hair. Okay. That's about it.
The first one is always the worst.
You know, this old lady, nothing new. Just work out, be a mom. That's it.
And you're good at it.
That's it.
Oh,
I will give you that.
Mom.
I will give you that. Ashley is a super mom. Amber, how about you?
My week has been good. Went to work. I'm a dog mom, so no kids, really, no responsibilities yet. So I just kind of go to work, come home.
I love the Erykah Badu style.
Yeah,
killing
rinse, wash, and repeat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So real quick, out of all of that shit right there, what I've realized that we are all really stuck on fucking autopilot because we do the same shit every fucking day.
Yeah.
We go to work, we come home,
Absolutely.
and we handle fucking business.
That's it.
I'm a lame. That's what it is.
Stop it.
There we go.
Hey, Moan, what about your week? I know about your week. What about your week?
Well, I'm finally back. Ooh, look at my hair. I haven't shaved. I've been sick, so I actually came down with pneumonia, and it was rough. So this is why I'm looking rough. But I'm getting it together. I finally went back to work Wednesday or Thursday or something like that, and it was a pain because I don't have all my energy back. But hopefully we're in the weekend and we'll rest up a little. I'll rest up a little bit, and I'm happy to have my family back at home. Miss my wife, miss my kids, So I had to deal with this by myself, and it sucked because I didn't want my infant to get sick. So the wife had to go and stay with mom and all that stuff for a while. But I'm happy to have everybody home. Other than that, man, that's how my week has been.
I like that you wore a shirt describing how you actually feel. That's awesome.
All right.
That's one of our shirts too. So go to our website, go to our merch store. You can actually purchase this shirt that I got on. So
factual. So
I definitely need a "What Up Though" shirt out here in Arizona. I definitely need a "What Up Though."
Grab it. It's on the site.
Same here. I'm gonna cop another one. But let's get into this shit, man. I'm ready to start some shit, goddammit. Okay, because I would love to know.
Ready for your shit.
You got to be ready for it because it's coming like diarrhea. It's just gonna be constant flowing. Okay, it's gonna be worse than what's on Moan's shirt. It's gonna be
also we gotta try to keep it at a individual thing, right? Try not to talk. It's gonna get bad. We gotta try not to talk over each other. That's one of the things we haven't worked out yet. So let's try to be better at it. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Don't do your hand because that Lavor's tried that and it was so irritating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be like the usher, like how you walking out the back. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Let's get it.
So accountability, right? So my thought process is I actually want to know what the ladies think about this. That's where I'm leading to it. Who do you feel women lack accountability more than men, or do you think men, or you think it's the opposite? And I want y'all to be completely honest.
Ooh.
Let's start.
I'm gonna let you go.
Let's go
because I'm gonna be honest about men. I'm gonna be honest about men because I'm very neutral, but I really want to hear from y'all.
Okay.
So can I? I'm sorry.
Go for it.
So I feel like to me, women lack accountability. Don't hang me, ladies. But,
shit!
I do because I feel like I feel that way because I feel like as a society, I feel like from a young age, a lot of boys are usually taught, how to treat little girls, how to be nice to girls, don't hit little girls and all this stuff. But you don't rarely, at least me growing up, I hardly heard adults telling little girls, don't hit me, like don't hit boys, don't put your hands on little boys, don't be mean to little boys. especially when we have that stage where we're like, you know, girl power and stuff like that, you know, sometimes it can be misconstrued that having girl power means you have to be mean to men or men be mean to little boys and stuff like that. But also, I just feel like as a society in general, women aren't really held accountable like that. Even like people who are suffering certain things from women, we don't really hold the woman accountable just in general, because you know, just giving examples. And I know we're not talking about like, you know, necessarily crimes and stuff like that, but these are the examples I have. So just to make it more specific, because it's kind of broad, but we kind of have like a lot of excuses for our actions. So like, you know, we're already known as being emotional. We always got, you know, PMS and stuff like that. And we're women. So when certain things happen, it's just like certain expectations, I feel like that's expected from men and women. And I do agree, Alexandra, that it's not specific. Alexandria, I do agree it's not specific to men or women, but I guess since that's the question, I feel like since, you know, everyone has to be held accountable, if we're gonna have to choose which one struggles more with it, I do feel like it's the women. So the example that I have is like there was this, you know, like it's a lot of things that we get away with, for instance, like we can, you know, abuse men, hit men, you know, stuff like that, and it kind of gets excused. Hence the, you know,
talk that shit.
It gets,
Oh my God.
stop. Okay, so it gets excused because it just, you know, going way back when, like there was this guy or whatever, when he was called Charles Lee Redmond, and he actually met this woman. She had a crush on him. To make a long story short, she was stalking him, and he went to the police and said, hey, I might need to get a restraining order on this girl because she's stalking me. And literally the police station laughed at him. Like they didn't take it seriously because he's a man, she's a woman. They didn't see her as a real threat. They just thought, okay, yeah, she's just an emotional woman. You know, women do that, whatever. Just let it go. Unfortunately, she ended up killing him and herself. And so another example is the Betty Broderick story, if anyone ever heard of it. She got her husband divorced her, and she kind of lost it, and because he left her for another woman. Granted, yeah, that was fucked up, but you know, Brady Broderick kind of lost it a little bit, and you know, he wasn't even taking it seriously. Her husband, her ex-husband, Dan Broderick, you know, when she was threatening him, saying she was going to shoot him, she was going to kill him, she was going to come over and do, you know, she was ramming her car into his house. He didn't some charges. Like he didn't even hold her accountable. He just said, you know what, she's my ex-wife. She's always been, you know, a little temperamental, a little angry, whatever. I'm gonna let it go. And she eventually got to the point where she broke in his house and shot him and his new wife.
Damn.
And even after she committed the crime, the world was still looking at him like, well, he did leave her. Well, he did cheat on her with a younger woman. Well, she did, you know, put her life on hold and raise his kids, and you know, and you know, she put her career on hold and all of this, da 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 da. And people was kind of rooting for her because, you know, they kind of felt like she was pushed to this point. And to this day, she does not feel like she did anything wrong. Hence why she can't get out. She don't get.
But that don't give you a right to kill anybody.
Exactly.
Facts, but that just goes to show
she
you.
still wasn't held accountable. That's what
she still wasn't held accountable. So that brings us forward to today: Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So Amber Heard has been abusing Johnny Depp for a while or whatever. And again, Johnny Depp wasn't even going to hold her accountable. He was going to leave and let the shit happen in silence. He didn't say nothing about when he was asked what happened to his finger. He lied. He didn't say that she broke his finger with the glass or whatever. He kept all that to himself. And it's like, and it's sad because he suffered silently. A lot of people suffer silently. I'm not saying Tina Turner was one. She was getting her ass beat. She ain't saying nothing until she made What's Love Got to Do with It. But since we're talking about what we're talking about. Men like Johnny Depp suffered in silence. He wasn't going to let her go through anything. He was going to walk off, but she came forward and said, "Oh, he's been abusing me." So just like that, she had to say he's been abusing me, and he lost his career. He lost projects just like that, right? Now that it's got put all on front, everybody's witnessing the court, and everybody's starting to see that she's probably lied about some stuff, that she was actually abusing him, regardless of whether or not there was abuse coming from both sides. The fact that he was willing to let it go silently, and she kind of came forward and put it out there, and they starting to see her kind of as a fucked up woman now. They have to have a petition signed for her to even lose her career or whatever. Like, they had to sign a petition, even with the evidence, even with the fact, even with everything that happened. It was with a quickness that all she had to do was accuse Johnny Depp of putting hands on her, and that's all it took for him.
His career was done.
But she has evidence. She has video footage. She has everything that shows that he did not put hands on her. She feels like it was defending her, but it didn't. Like, there's no proof that he put hands on you. You slice his finger off, and now we have to have a petition signed, even though there's evidence. And again, he didn't even hold her accountable at first. She did that to herself. Had it been up to Johnny Depp, because he's a man, he did what most men do, which is walk away, back off, say, you know what, you can have it. So when society kind of does that, I'm trying to keep it short, y'all. I'm sorry. But
wait. Say it again, goddamn it, shit.
Hey,
I'm sorry. So I swear, this is my last point, and I'll be quiet. Statistically speaking, men are when it comes to the rate of who goes through abuse and things like that, obviously women have a higher rate of being raped, going through domestic violence, going through things of that nature, and statistically speaking. But the statistics have to be questioned because of the fact that men don't come forward. Men don't hold the women accountable. Society doesn't hold the women accountable, and that's just in general. And that, again, doesn't mean that all women don't hold themselves accountable. But if we're going to answer this question, to me, I have to look at society. So to me, even with the statistics, of course they're going to show, women go through this a lot more. Yeah, that's what they're shows, because they have no problem coming forward. They have no problem doing that. Men, however, don't come forward and speak up about domestic violence or speak up about women, cheating on them or doing them dirty or anything like that, because for one, it's embarrassing, because men do each other wrong too. Y'all laugh at each other and stuff like that. Because I had guys at my job admit that they would laugh at their friend if they got a black eye from their girl. They think it's funny. So men don't talk about that kind of stuff, and then they're more so tempted to just deal with it and walk away. So the statistics might not even be accurate like that for real, because there's a lot of men who go through the same things, but they just don't. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I saw Amber Heard. Amber Heard. What I do? So yeah, I'm going through that too, because my name Amber. But whatever. All Amber is not like that. But I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done. But
I can take the hood off.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw out there that Amber's invited to the all males barbecue from here on out. Honorary
it was the
come and party with us. She done came with facts.
That's that was gonna be my whole argument about facts. I mean,
hey, look, the bad part is that I'm fucked, because my argument was gonna have all that shit in there. She just spit it.
That's what, did you see me go like this to you, Ralph?
Right.
I was like,
I have anything to say.
Right.
I don't know what else to say.
Okay.
Please, anyone else?
Ladies, go ahead.
Hello, my neighbors.
Well, hold on, fellas. Come on now. One of y'all, Mark, take it.
Go ahead, Mark. Yeah. There you go. Ashley, Mel, go ahead. It's y'all show right now.
Mel, I'm gonna let you go.
Anybody?
Mel, go ahead.
If you don't go, I'm gonna go.
I agree with Amber. There's a lot of when it comes to women in that instance, yes, the accountability thing it's not there at all. And I feel like with the statistics, she's right. Like, these things aren't reported because more so it's embarrassing to men than women, the abuse thing, but that's not, in my opinion, that doesn't hold weight with accountability, because that's an individual personal thing. You're embarrassed because you get beat on, so statistics are not accurate. because you're not speaking up. But as far as what she was saying when growing up, yeah, boys are taught you don't touch girls, you don't hit girls, keep your hands to yourself. And we weren't taught that. I mean, I was a habitual offender. I beat up all my brother's friends and they never could hit me back. And I found joy in that growing up. So from that
That's facts.
standpoint, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now let a
Be
man
swinging
say
on,
that. Let a man
be out
say
here,
that.
be out here swinging on motherfuckers for
Let
no
a man
reason.
say
It's
that.
crazy.
I grew up with nothing but sisters, and I beat
But
every
I
one
feel
of them.
like honestly, I feel like it's situational because in
Okay.
relationships, I feel like women are quicker to back down than men. Men will not be like, "Oh, I was wrong." Women, for the sake of the household having peace, men will shut down,
That's
but they
true,
won't
Robin.
hold
That's
accountability.
true.
Shutting down is not taking accountability for your actions. Shutting down is just that, shutting down to avoid accountability. Women, a lot of times, will say, I was wrong, let's move on, blah, blah, blah. But I don't see in a lot of situations men saying, I was wrong. I'm taking accountability for my actions in this.
See what now? Where I
That's
come
from my
in,
view
where I
in
come in on that
relationships.
is that there are some men, fellas, let's just be honest, that, and we know people that don't own up to their or man up to their responsibilities, right?
That's true.
Me and Ralph just had a conversation about somebody he knows, somebody he loves, part of his family, that try to uses him for the things that he have and don't understand how life is and won't take responsibility for it. So but going back to how men were taught, is men are taught differently now compared to how we were taught back then. Yes, when we were growing up, we were taught not to hit women, not to respect them, this and that, if you were raised right. But this day and age now, they don't have respect for anybody, men, women. And I can go back to, I think Ralph and I were at the movie theater. Matter of fact, was at the Star Theater, and this guy saw these cardies
Southfield.
on this girl, and he walked up to her and broke her jaw to take these glasses.
Oh
You know what
wow.
I'm saying? And that's from someone who wasn't raised right or taught anything different, or just haven't had the. Some folks just don't have the privilege or the opportunity to have someone in their life to teach them what's right, what's wrong, and what's morals.
Facts.
So and that's where a lot of the accountability lacks because of what they were taught. It's the same thing with and I'm gonna really go deep into this one, is what we deal with the United States with the racism and all this stuff, right? There's a lot of, and let's just be honest, a lot of white people that were taught something that they didn't understand was racist, and then when they come into an area where we are and they say something, it's offensive. I had a guy when I was at work tell me, "Oh, I got a lot of black friends," just out of nowhere. I don't even know this guy, and he doesn't understand that's offensive.
Very.
You know, and then when you talk to them and explain to them, or when you get mad at them, they don't understand. And it's the same thing with people that don't understand how to take responsibility because they never were experienced or introduced to that.
Bam, right
You
there.
know,
What Alex just said. Like that dude that knocked old girl out for the Cardis. He could have been talked to shit. He just didn't give a fuck.
At the time, all he saw was cardies. It didn't matter if he had a vagina or a dick. He just
But
saw
see,
cardies. And unfortunately, in that particular situation, I don't think accountability, morals, or anything mattered to him. He just saw Cartiers, and they didn't give a shit who had them on. So that
okay, but let's take that situation, right? Let's take that situation and change the accountability, right? So, say we were at the movies, same situation happened, but she is with her dude, right? Her dude saw this shit happen, but he didn't run and chase his ass down to beat his ass. Is he accountable for that? Like, do you expect him to do that because that's your man?
Absolutely. I expect my man to be a protector.
now, yeah, that's what you're
Facts.
a protector. You're there to protect.
Facts.
So if
Now,
you see
wait a minute.
harm coming,
Wait a minute, right? She got her shit rocked. She in the days, she was like, I can't believe you ain't go over there and beat his ass. But what he saw after she got punched and her glasses stolen, he saw that he had a
Her on the
pistol on
floor.
his side.
Okay.
So do you take that like, oh shit, well, my man saw he had a pistol, so he had to hang back? Or it's like, no, fuck that. He hit me. You should go beat his ass regardless. Do you still hold him accountable?
I mean, that's where communication come in.
Exactly.
If he just let it get rocked and he don't say nothing about the pistol, and he just like, damn. And he ain't say nothing about the pistol and explain her we both could have got killed over that situation.
But let's be real though.
First and
when that
foremost,
situation
how did
hop
he
off,
even get that close? How did he even get that close to her?
that happens.
Back in the day,
all the time.
Our theater used to be wall to wall people back in the day. We was literally right next to the people. It was a club back in the day. So I've seen situations like that happen
Let
on a
me ask
regular
you:
basis.
Have you ever been in a line anywhere? In Detroit, that's exactly how it used to go off. You know what I'm saying? You could be in line, you don't know what this dude behind you thinking.
Yeah, you don't know.
Even if you with your man, he can have your hand, right? He can have your hand.
All of that. I understand all of that, Ralph. But if I'm there with my man, first and foremost, he's going to be watching and looking to protect me and him. Flat out. First and foremost.
But he can't tell the future. I guarantee you that dude can tell you exactly what that.
Surroundings. You're gonna be aware of your surroundings.
Oh, hold on, wait.
Especially she got on some bugs. She has some parties.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe what Ashley's saying right now is that when a man, he should be 100% on tilt, pretty much paying attention to the surroundings. When I go out, that's what I do on a regular basis. I think she's saying that nobody should have been to the point where they was close enough to get to her. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, especially
because of the fact that he's
on,
paying
like
attention.
you're saying, she got on expensive things, buffs, cardies, whatever. Automatically, first and foremost, my man needs to be on high alert.
See, with me, I'm a little different. I'm not talking about high alert, but if I'm walking in, whoa,
Deborah, oh no.
Well,
damn, Deb, I know that. I do remember you telling me that you hit him with the baseball bat.
Well, number one, that's to let you know that Deborah ain't nobody to play with. That's number one.
Hey, listen, and I know Deb, okay, and that's 100% facts, okay. Deb used to work with me at my old job. She's not anybody to fuck with. You get her pissed off. It takes a lot to get her pissed off. When you get her pissed off, it's hard to bring her back. But I remember you telling me you hit him with a baseball bat. I didn't know he had hit you though. I thought he had did something stupid.
Yeah, Alex. That's
I probably missed that part.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean,
and once again, I get what y'all saying, man. And I know you're like, you should be on full tilt, high situation, but and I guess this is just me because of what I've seen in the hood, right? If my girl got on some buffs and we get ready to go to a place that's crowded, I'm like, yo, put that shit up.
Take them off. Yeah, take those glasses off.
Take them off. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna put you or me in that situation. Now, if I got a girl like, no, fuck that, I'm keeping them on, and some shit pop off, now I'm gonna be pissed because if I do get into a fight, bitch, I told you to take that shit the fuck off.
And that's why
because you knew this was about to happen. Like, this is what they do. This is how it goes. So
it can go both ways, though. It can go both ways.
But
you can be just as ignorant and be like. So that's why I guess because this is such a broad topic.
Yeah, let me throw.
This is what I like about conversation.
As accountability.
Let me throw a monkey wrench.
What do you mean far as accountability? Because I don't feel like it's a gender related. It's not a gender related thing because it's more so on the person's maturity, open mindedness, growth. It can go both ways because we all of us know some raggedy ass women and men who just won't grow up, feel a certain way. So that's why I'm saying, and then it just depends on certain situations. Like, are we speaking in fact of a relationship, friendship, just out and about? What is
and that's the good thing about our podcast.
Mark was trying to hold on. Mark was trying to get something out.
Because this is the monkey wrench I was about to throw in there. Say it's just reverse everything. It's like a woman ran up and knocked the guy out for his age.
Because it can happen now.
Somebody laughed. See,
everybody.
Who the fuck is laughing?
First gonna happen. They gonna laugh because the guy got knocked the fuck out. And his
girl,
but
it can happen. You real.
Think about it. Say his girl is there. His girl saw the girl with a gun on her hip. How does that change the magnitude so much Because now we got a whole narrative. Now we got a whole different narrative that the guy getting knocked out for his Cartiers. Should she have been on alert for her man? Should she have
I'm
been?
always on alert.
As a guy though, like you just said though, but as a guy, we don't expect that.
Right. It's
Nah,
not
not at all.
expected. The
Now in these
accountability is
days,
out
you
the
should
window.
though.
But
Like,
So
we
you
sit
should.
around.
you know,
And I
but
get
that
that.
goes to I think what Alex said. Alex said something about individual. I think it was Alex. Someone said something about individual accountability. We can't,
Absolutely.
you know, when you bring accountability into it, men and women both definitely have a different, I guess, set um of accountability things that they can do. For example, men are protectors. It's something that we do. I know when I go out, we both on high alert, off rip.
Absolutely.
High
Have to
alert.
be.
You know what I'm saying? She got my back. I'm watching ours. You know what I'm saying? I don't like places that's too crowded. I've been in too many situations in which things have happened like that, or somebody just decided to get upset and shoot at somebody. So I kind of keep myself out of those situations. But when I am out in a situation like that, she's watching my back just as much as I'm watching hers, and we watch the surroundings and everything that's going on around us. So when it comes to what we're saying about is she gonna be watching that or she's gonna go make that move, she probably will. But if it gets to the point where she sees that gun, I don't expect her to at all. You know, why would we expect somebody to put themselves in danger over something in that
Absolutely.
situation?
Absolutely.
Like
But that's
if
your situation though, because it's a lot. It's different from a
right.
lot of people. Some women don't care.
And a lot of times y'all caught off
Facts.
guard. A
Well,
lot of
you know,
times you don't
and
expect it.
if you got
Like,
a
you don't
situation
expect
like that, yeah, you shouldn't. I mean, look, when you're going out to have a good
exactly.
time, you shouldn't expect to get harassed,
Right.
hurt, in a fight or nothing. You're going out to have that particular. I'm going to see a movie. I'm going to see this person in concert. I'm going to see this or that. I'm going to this event because hey, it's haunted houses are open now. I'm going for that event. Now, unfortunately, we have people. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, we have people who don't have common sense to just have a good time. They want to sit here
Absolutely.
and
Right.
that's
Absolutely.
their goal is to sit here and create chaos in whichever way it may come, whether it's riling people up, hurting people, you know, whatever the case may be. Now, when it gets to the point where we, as our individual selves, hold each other accountable, is the fact that when I'm out, you know, even if I'm out with, let's say I'm out with Ralph, me and Ralph, you out, we out, right? Boom.
Right?
I'm watching all day, hands in my pockets, in my hoodie. I'm in the gym watching around. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to the point where we as people have to be more accountable for everything when it comes to around us, our surroundings. And hold on, I'm sorry, I just lost my thought because I just got a call. I'll be back.
Real
This
All
quick.
right.
I'm gonna pick up something real quick. But it's just going to the eyes. Just going to the eyes of the person who's
Bless you.
yeah, bless you. It's going to the eyes of the person who's knocking people the fuck out for these glasses, right? They're all watching you. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all saying, oh, be alert, be alert, be alert. If I have a moment where I'm like, hey, baby, I love you, and everything is gonna be all, I'm lacking. That's me being caught lacking in the street terms. You get what I'm saying? If you go to the movies and y'all both like this, what are y'all there for? Like, why you gotta be so alert to the point where you're so uncomfortable?
Be right
Why
back.
aren't you even there? Because the
But
sad thing
coming
about
where
it is
from we from?
the person that's paying attention, the person that came there solely to get Cartiers is looking for the person who is not on alert. He probably passed 7 people who was alert. He probably passed 7 people before he knocked that woman out because they was not lacking.
Yeah.
So you got to look at it because, and I hate to say it, but he was more prepared to be at that movie theater than the majority of the people at that point.
But I think
going to no
with
movie
this
theater to be alert.
situation, I think with this example that we're using, it's like I think everyone can agree that both people should be on alert, with male or female or man
Right.
or woman. But I think the problem that's kind of being missed is that once the deed is done, once someone gets robbed, no matter who was responsible to be on alert at that time, people are going to look at that situation different. So like if a woman gets robbed, of course everybody's going to look at the man and be like, what the fuck was you doing? But if a man gets robbed, they're going to approach
still
both
gonna
the
look at
couples. They don't look, they're going to be like, oh my God, are you guys okay? They're going to check on the woman as well. Are you okay? Did he hit you? Did you get anything robbed? I think the reaction to what happens is where the accountability comes in, because even though we're all expected to have accountability in our situation, the society, which is why I brought my argument in the way that I did, isn't going to look at it like that. Because y'all have seen my boyfriend Patrick, right? Y'all, he's tall as shit. Now, if I get robbed while I'm with him, people are gonna look at him like, where the fuck was you at? Like, I mean, his height don't mean anything, but you know, like, it's just the fact that adds to it. Like, you're a man, you look like you could probably defend yourself and her. What happened? Now, if he gets robbed and I could be on my phone texting, not paying attention, not hold myself accountable for any of that, I'm not gonna get that same treatment. And that's just how I feel. I don't know. Maybe someone would look at me and be like, what happened? What was you doing? Was you watching his back? 9 times out of 10, though, that's not gonna happen.
As a guy, I wouldn't ask you, what were you doing?
Right.
And
but no,
that's and this is right. What I feel you, but like, you know, you're right, because we're not gonna hold you accountable. We're gonna hold him accountable. So it's not gonna be, you know, well, and what was you doing? Why'd you let your man get robbed? It's gonna be like, why, you know, yo, what the hell, Patrick? Why the fuck you get robbed? You know what I'm saying? You ain't get nobody no hands or nothing. And that's the flip side to it too, because we also don't hold ourselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? We don't hold y'all accountable for half the shit we hold ourselves accountable for. And this is back on this. I'm gonna try to take this back to more of a relationship standpoint.
Go ahead.
Right? Okay. Let me make sure you good.
Yeah,
You good? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try to bring it back to more relationship standpoint. When in a relationship, I feel that us as men try to set ourselves accountable for making sure that y'all are happy. Right?
Go
I
deeper.
feel that. I feel
Go
that
deeper.
I feel like we feel that that's our job to try to make y'all happy. We hold ourselves accountable to that. If we're not making y'all happy, some of us that actually give a shit. You know what I'm saying? If we're not making y'all happy, we're trying to figure out what the fuck did we do wrong, or what are we doing wrong, and why are you not happy with us? Or vice versa, like why is this person trying to step out? What the
In
fuck are
what
we doing
context?
wrong?
In what context do you feel like you're responsible to make your spouse happy?
So many different ways.
There's so many ways that can go.
Hey, watch the way you describe that though, because remember
I
that
know.
is one of the things that we're going to be talking about. So
I mean,
All right.
no, I mean, if this is where it takes us, this is where it takes us. You know, I feel like I'm accountable for a lot. Sorry, the tequila's starting to hit me.
All right. Well, hold on before you
Okay.
kick into that. Because it sounds like it's about to get deep. So let's look at the traits and the definition of accountability, because we're about to really dive into this, right? So
Okay.
here's the definition that we have, right? An obligation or willingness to accept responsibility or to account for one's actions. Okay. So can we all agree to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Agree.
So these are
accountability sound like
things that not us, but just people in general just doesn't really understand about accountability. And it starts with you. That's number one. Number two, you are
Exactly.
accountable. So those are the two most important things. It all starts with the person. Accountability is not a one-time thing. So you don't just put yourself there and do that, but then when other things come, you don't take responsibility for it. It's a lifelong until you die type of thing of being the person of who you are, or being the man or woman of who you are. Okay. Accountability applies to one and all, right? So it's just not set to different people, it's for everyone. Accountability cannot be delegated. I really like that one, right? We could touch on
I
that
like
later.
that one too. I like that one.
Accountability is difference between success and failure. Okay, so and which is true, because if you are a person of moral and respect, it's going to determine your success and your failure for accountability. And if you can't take accountable, you can't be a leader in the workplace, in a group, in some sort of general people setting. You know what I mean? And 7 is you have to hold people accountable. A lot of people won't admit, like when they do something, and sometimes you got to let these people know, like, bruh, like you need to man up, and even with our kids, you got to teach them, like, hey, bro, you gotta own up to it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, but I
If you
wanted
fuck
to
up,
Gotta
you
touch
own up
fucked
on,
up.
to it.
I wanted to touch on that. But go ahead, Ralph.
Well, shit, you're just gonna give all the definitions and bring me back to the shit.
Accountability in relationship is what you're talking about.
Well, no, Ashley asked me in what situations do I feel that I'm accountable for my wife's or my spouse's happiness. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, my accountability it grows as our relationship grows. To me, right now,
Okay.
she may not hold me accountable for half the things I hold myself accountable for. You know what I'm saying? I hold myself accountable for making sure that my family doesn't want for anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm accountable to make sure that, she in something decent. You know what I'm saying? And that's whether that's clothes, driving, no matter what, my accountability to me holds a lot of happiness at hand. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
and more of being comfortable, right?
Okay.
I don't want
It's more of a personal
it is,
accountability
and
and okay.
and that's the
I
thing when
definitely get
I
that.
say it's a gender thing because sometimes I hold myself accountable for things that she doesn't. And that's
Mhm.
just me. You know what I'm saying? She never said that, yo, you've got to be responsible for this. This is your job. This is what you should be doing. This is my thing. This is who I am. This is how I see
Right.
myself as a husband, a father, and all the above. You know what I'm saying? Even as a friend. You know what I'm saying? I hold myself accountable to make sure, every day last week I'll call my dude Moan because he was sick. You know what I'm saying? He didn't ask me to, but that's my right hand man. So I want to make sure he's good. I was worried about
I
him.
mean, y'all talk to each other every day. That's not new.
That's what I'm saying though. But that's to me though, that's a part of accountability,
But what
right?
he's saying is it's not necessarily that they talk every day. He's saying he was
I'm just
accountable for checking on
I
them every day.
understand what he was saying. I was just poking at him.
Oh yeah, she just
Because
yeah.
it's
Cold
never
blooded.
a day where they don't talk to each other 2-3 times a day. But I understand what he's saying. He's taking that accountability to make sure his brother is all right.
Exactly.
So I mean, flip it. The same thing for you, Ashley. When you're in a relationship, when you are with someone, what do you hold yourself accountable for when it comes to your significant other? Like,
Or do you? Or do you?
I
Because you don't
mean,
have to, right? You don't have
no,
to
no,
hold
no, no,
yourself
no, no.
accountable for shit.
To a, no, wait, who are you talking to?
You.
no, she's talking about the robbery.
Oh shit.
I'm talking to you. You ain't gotta be accountable for nothing.
No, yes I do. I
No,
have to
I'm
be
saying
accountable on myself.
but what I'm saying is
Absolutely.
that there's nothing in any situation or any book or anywhere that says you have to be accountable for this or I have to be accountable for this. I feel
Oh
like
no,
that
it's just a yes. Okay, yes, we can agree on that. It's no set stone like you got to be responsible for X, Y, Z, and then your spouse or partner or whatever got to be responsible for X, Y, Z. More so, that's just based on your relationship and what you and your partner kind of lay down. But far as me, what I'm responsible for, first and foremost, I'm responsible for my own happiness. Because if I'm not happy and I'm not in control of my own happiness, I can't bring no happiness to my partner. He gonna be miserable and bitter, and then he gonna go do what he want to do to find that happiness he's searching for. So first and foremost, I gotta be happy. Then that just automatically motivates me to, you know, make sure my partner is good.
Mhm.
In whatever way we have set that up in that relationship.
And
Okay.
it's funny. I just read a comment. Um, and it's kind of sad. I can agree absolutely with what they just said about
Which comment was it? I'll bring it up.
it was the last one. It was the last one that
Deborah.
just popped up. That one right there. That one right there. Um, it's sad because I find myself doing this a lot. Like we can have a broad disagreement, and just for me, like having accountability of trying to keep it together, I would completely take the fault. I would completely be like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, it's my fault. I shouldn't
Hmm.
have said this. I
Mhm.
shouldn't have said that." And I take the whole hit. And I could have been in the right. I could have been completely in the right. But since I'm such a good person, the accountability kick in as I just want to get it over with. I don't want to talk about it no more. I know I'm right. You're not going to accept that I'm right. But I'd rather apologize and move on to the next one. I am so guilty of doing that a lot. And it's sad because when you as a good person try to stand up and fight that case and you feel like I'm accountable for telling these people that I'm doing right, but that person not accepting it as the right thing, It's funny because that's a slippery slope. That's something I'm going through personally because I'm really good at heart and I hate.
But when you do that, does it solve anything?
You know something, and the sad thing is to get on that. It doesn't necessarily solve anything. It really just push it. How can I say? I don't want to say sweep it under the rug.
No,
That's
but
exactly what it does.
That's exactly what it
does.
Yeah. And then what's gonna happen is next time it happens, you're gonna fall flat on your face because of that big old hump that you just swept up under the rug.
And down to
and that's the point I was making in the beginning.
There you go, exactly. And it's sad because that's a fault that I have, and I bank on it because of my accountability. I bank on it because, and it's just like Ralph said, you're trying to find peace. But it's such a slippery slope and a double-edged blade because it's not finding peace with continuing an argument to say that I'm right.
I'm just finding peace in that moment.
Look, peace is so
peace at that moment. There you go.
Peace is so easy to find. Once you get it, once you have real peace, you're gonna do any and everything to fight to protect it. So finding peace is super easy. It's just about, are you gonna do the hard work and do what you need to do to keep that peace?
And I think that's the branch off of what Mark was just saying. I think like that's the problem too, is that, and I agree with Ashley, is that what he was doing is not real peace. It's just peace in that moment. And I think a lot of, and forgive me if I'm wrong on this, is my opinion, of like a lot of men do that tactic sometimes, like even because no man wants to hear we gotta talk. And of course, the woman, that's
why though. Wait. Why though? Wait. I want to know why no man wants to hear, oh, we gotta talk.
And that's
because it's followed by some bullshit. It wasn't my fault. Okay,
this is the thing, though. This is what I think it is. Men don't want to hear that because they've heard it in the past from somebody else saying that we got to talk, and it ended up in an argument. They don't give the woman that they're currently with a chance to hold a conversation. They just automatically think, oh, this about to be some mess. We about to argue because such and such from 20 years ago argued all the time when she said we got to talk.
Y'all missed
and
it.
That's
Y'all
not always
because it could be, hey, babe, we need to talk tonight because I have certain plans for a getaway this weekend.
Nah,
you don't
that ain't
never
the same.
know.
That ain't the same.
Or we need to talk because I feel like I haven't been doing my part. And I want to know what I can do better.
Exactly.
It's not the same.
Be where if I no. It shouldn't be where if I want to express myself and say, hey babe, I want us to make sure we have time tonight to talk. It shouldn't be where you automatically go on a defense like, oh, here go this bullshit right here.
Or you avoiding coming home.
Y'all missed it. Okay. Y'all didn't hear what Moan said. When we were So
here go the bullshit.
The earlier times when we heard that, hey, we need to talk, it was followed by, I'm pregnant. And let me tell you, depending on the age, when you hear that, I need to talk. The first time you hear, we need to talk. When I tell you, goddamn, my heart fell into my ass. Okay, I was nervous and scared. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I'm like, what? You're lying. That's
so when you hear that, I need to talk. That's the first thing I'm thinking about. I don't care if we didn't touch each other.
Wow. Get out of here.
It's a habit. It's a force of habit. Okay, it's a traumatizing thing. That's what it. Hey, we need to talk.
It's a trigger
I'm about to have a kid. This is terrible. This is the worst. No, you left the bacon out.
What's a better way? What's a better way of saying it then? Just so it's not a trigger moment. If your partner wants to come to you and just have like a real conversation or just talk, whatever's on her heart.
That's the thing.
On the relationship.
No, you can't.
They're not thinking. Okay, I want you to think about this shit, right? I want y'all to think about this shit, right? Think about how worse it was, right? When you got that. When we get home, I'm gonna beat your ass from your parent, right? You had to go all day thinking like, I'm gonna get my ass beat when I get to the crib. Same thing.
The problem is though, like you see how, because I just saw what Tony said. He said, that's like hearing we need to talk is never anything good. But that's like when you're already like preparing yourself for a not so good conversation, have 9 times 10 it's not going to be a good conversation because you're already putting yourself in defense mode.
It's gonna bring negative
So,
energy.
You've created your defense
so it's like,
already.
but we could be really attempting to try to fix things, even if on our end, like, you know, we're talking about accountability. I could want to talk to you about some shit like, hey, look, you know, this is the opportunity for you to call me out on my bull, but instead you're like, I just don't want to deal with it. And then that's when we talked about, you know, you just sweep it under the rug because you'd rather do that. Now, but somebody got a siren. I'm sorry. So, but
yes, I'm
they
outside.
coming for Ashley's ass. That's what it is.
Absolutely,
She just called somebody and told them, sent a text message, "Hey, tonight we got to talk." Motherfuckers in trouble.
Yeah.
He is scared right now.
You already know. They looking for me.
I mean,
I did, but I was just watching.
It's but that's the situation, right?
But
you asked how could you change the tone when it comes to we need to talk.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
especially if we know it's a trigger for you already. What's a good way to kind of ease on into that? Because it should
just
never be where
I ain't got told different options.
Because let me tell you, my man should not have to be on a motherfucking defense every time I say, hey babe, like when you get home, I want us to talk. Because this is my thing. I'm making a special point because I know how our day could be. When we come home, look, we trying to decompress from work, get these kids together, get them ready for tomorrow, and for us to get some rest. So it's easy for us not to go and talk. So I'm trying to make it a point of where I said, hey, look, tonight, like, let's make sure I want to talk to you. I want to have a conversation. So what's the easy way to get into that?
That's different. That's not a trigger, what you just said.
Right. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. Or can we talk about this? It's completely different than, hey,
we need to talk.
We need to talk.
I mean, but
and that's it.
It's just different wording. It's just different wording.
Now your brain is dwelling in some
different wording.
No, to me it don't matter how
it is.
To me, it all boils down to the
I agree with Amber. Like, to me, it doesn't matter which way you say it. If you tell a man about 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 hours before you want to talk that you want to talk, he's gonna be thinking all day there's something wrong. But if you come home, but you're leaving it so vague. Where his mood is when he gets home. Everybody good, everybody chilling, and you can tell him, hey, I want to talk to you about something real quick. If he's not in the mood, he's not in the mood. If he is, then you can talk about it. But he can gauge if it's going to be some crap off of the way you approach it.
I'm happy you said that. Because people got to learn to respect each other's time of when they want to talk and when they don't want to talk. So
but you just changed the concept of
that's what I just said.
Ralph, I don't care about your points. I'm giving Mel
being in a relationship, dealing with
Mel,
people,
you said it in a way that makes me not think something is wrong. You say, hey, let's talk real quick. Not we need to talk.
Change the verbiage. It's all it takes.
That's all you
if I say, ha, kiss my ass, or if I'm like, you can kiss my motherfucking ass. Which one you gonna take more serious? Huh?
But my point was to not even do the whole I want to talk to you later on. Because to me, no matter how you say it, hey, let's see later on, let's talk, let's chop it up. You're going to be thinking, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, you on your way to work, you're going to be thinking all day, what does she want to talk about?
All day.
All fucking
all day.
Do she know
don't say it at all.
Do she know what I've been doing? Yeah.
That's when they go wait a minute. I didn't say all that. Not that you know what she's been doing.
That's what I was gonna say. It probably depends on like what the relationship is like in the first place, because the relationship
relationship can be great.
The worst, and it could be going great, and you can still have those same thoughts, but obviously, like if something's going wrong and you already kind of know it, and you've been trying to run away from it for a while, like trying to face the elephant in the room, it don't matter how I come about it. It could be, you could tell me, hey, can you not tell me hours in advance? Can you just, can we talk when we get home? I could try different tactics. If it's something wrong in the air, it doesn't matter how I do it or what I say or where you're going to find some way, if you're uncomfortable, to like find something wrong with my approach. Like, oh, you came at me a little bit too, too aggressive, or you came at me a little bit too this, or you can't. It's always going to be a reason that we can't have this conversation. So to me, it also bases on what state the relationship is in, in
That's
that moment.
exactly
Definitely.
I received
I
that.
100% agree with you on that.
I received that.
Yeah.
Yep, the person you with and
Hey,
the relationship that you have with that person, the ability to be able to communicate with that person. Sometimes when you're dealing with people, communication is one of the hardest things to do. Even if you've been in a relationship, even if you're married, that one-on-one relationship and that one-on-one conversation, and it's always good to have a conversation about something positive because you always thinking positive. Yay, ooh, roses and fucking flowers and all that good shit. But when it gets to a point where it's a problem, where you think it might be a problem going on, or the relationship isn't as vibrant as it used to be, you hear that one, we need to talk. That shit's gonna
Deborah,
fuck
you
you up.
petty. Why you do
You know what I'm saying?
Deborah, you ain't shit.
That is
Hey,
That
terrible.
man's
post that
so
up there.
looking at
That is terrible.
you know what's funny? I can see Fred getting nervous too. Like,
Oh
oh
my god.
shit, the hell she want to talk about now? What'd I do? Deb's funny
I
like
Terrible.
that,
just want to.
man.
I just want to have a conversation. I just want to.
But listen,
talk.
there's also one other way, right? If you don't want him on edge and you want to have that conversation, just pull a titty out, and a lot of times that handles the whole situation.
So Ralph, you
You
saying
ain't
that the
lying.
woman? So Ralph, you saying that the woman
Oh
is
my
not accountable
gosh.
for pulling her titty out to have a conversation? That's what you're
That's
saying.
what I'm saying. You got to be accountable.
You saying the woman
It's
is not
like medicine.
accountable for pulling her
It helps
titty
the
out to have a conversation?
conversation go down.
You got.
I tell wife all the time that fix
A room
everything, and
full
then
of
she get mad and be like, "No, it don't."
Go down.
Hey, but look at this. Look at this. Y'all pay attention to this, right? Every
I'm
single
not
guy.
paying attention to
No,
shit.
listen. Every single guy, all four of us, right? All four of us said the exact same thing, right? So that just means no matter what, a titty a day keeps the
It's gonna make
problem
it better.
away. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's it. That's it.
I'm
In the
just
heat and
saying.
battle of the conversation, you pull that out, it's a wrap. I
It's
can't
a
even think.
wrap. Listen,
Hey
you know how
man.
much of the world you can have by pulling one titty, just
Hey
one
Ralph,
titty.
hey Ralph, think
Huh?
about this though. Let me throw a monkey wrench in it. You try pulling your dick out every time. I think you will go to jail.
Oh my fucking god.
We ain't gonna
What
stop.
time is
Accountability.
it, y'all? I think we done made an hour. I think we have made an hour. Cause y'all on the straight bullshit.
Accountability.
I'm
You
just
can't
saying.
have Ralph in
I'm just
Marcus in the same area without some bullshit.
You too, fool. Don't try to
I'm just
exclude yourself.
saying. It's like
I've
a
been dealing
force
with shit
field.
today. I'm kind of
Okay,
mad. I want to
it's
go
a
in on this conversation. Let's have part
it's a
two.
force field, man. I'm trying to help you protect yourself from arguments. You know what I'm saying? You want to get out of an argument? You know what? I can't motherfucking bling. I forgot what I was talking about.
You tried though. You tried.
You
You like, put that dick away, nigga. I'm mad at you. You gonna be like, damn.
So you don't want
See
this?
that? See
So you
the
don't want
difference
this?
is that
Look
the
at the
difference
ladies now. They so disappointed in us.
It's more awkward for me. It's more awkward for me. Thanks, Mark.
I can see that.
Oh, right.
I can see why it's very
Yeah.
awkward for Am.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
this is why that is weird. Oh God, it's so weird.
I'm ashamed that you guys practically raised me. Shame
I
on
ain't
you.
gonna do it.
Mark, do it.
So weird now. You
I
gotta
grew up with
understand. You
y'all.
know,
I grew up with
Hey,
y'all.
Mark, you gotta get in the
I'm
gym and work on your
disappointed.
hips, man. Them bitches
there was a
look-
point. There was a point where we told Am she couldn't even have a boyfriend, and now she's almost 30. It's crazy.
I know I had so many protective male figures. Thank y'all. Y'all really,
Real fast. How do y'all feel about what we covered? Like, how do y'all actually feel about what?
I think the tone changed in the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to uncover. Anyway, it's just it was great. It was a great topic. You know what I'm saying? Some people contributed more than the others. You know, some people just don't understand. You know that. You know, I'm not even gonna bring up Ashley's name, but you know.
Let me tell you, I'm with the shits today, okay? So you get all this smoke. All of it.
I have said before, threatening people with a good time is not a bad thing. But you know, anyway, look, shall we continue about the accountability, or we're gonna hold it to this hour and 2 minutes that we sitting there right now?
It's the world is yours.
I know.
Y'all gotta narrow.
Continue.
Yes, I agree with that, but narrow it down. It's such a broad spectrum. What do you mean
You
far
know what? We
as?
can update it. We can update it.
I mean,
but I think this
and
was a
I ain't
good
got a problem with
conversation.
going over at all. And as far as narrowing it down, I mean, you're right. It is a broad situation, right? There's so many different ways we can talk about accountability. I feel
Yeah,
like
because
a
I
lot of
agree with
us.
Amber's point. I agree with Mel's points, but I mean, it's just it is going like in 3, 4, 5 different directions. Like,
This is
let's try
true.
to,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
why I
you're
yes,
say
right.
let's try to
You're
keep it
accountability
right.
is
on a single
situational.
path.
Man,
Yeah,
next time y'all accountability is gonna stay focused. Y'all motherfuckers,
Listen,
we all
I'm
went left, right, and everything.
listen.
We went
I'm
all the
not
way around the
accountable.
globe.
I'm not
Everywhere.
accountable for your actions.
But one thing I
Hey,
will
I'm
say
not accountable for your
is
KD tonight. What up with it then?
Shit, you ain't said shit but a word, bro. Load up.
one thing I will say is at the end of the day, we're all accountable for ourselves
absolutely.
Mhm.
first. Period. Like we can hold other people accountable, but like for instance, in relationships, if you're not happy in a relationship, you can't hold your spouse, significant other, or whatever accountable for your happiness if you have not spoken up about being unhappy. You have to be
Exactly.
happy within yourself first. Like Ashley said earlier, you have to be happy within yourself
Ooh, boy,
first
I'm making a note for
before you
part
even
2 real
get in
quick.
the relationship. And if you're in a
Yep.
relationship where you're not happy, you can't hold that person accountable if they don't know what you're not happy about.
Mm,
Yeah.
So
mm-hmm.
you have
Keyword
to
if.
But
hold
see, that
yourself
goes
Mhm.
back to
accountable
what
to speak
Zoe is
on it.
saying. Yes, that goes back to what Zoe was saying as far as communication.
Right.
It's very hard to have vulnerable conversations with people. So it goes to
Yeah.
that. You gotta
And
learn
then
how to
it's
Yeah, but the
effectively
conversation has
communicate.
to happen though,
but
regardless
it's
of
like
the fact.
Exactly, but it's hard for some people to be open and honest about their feelings because you got to think at the end of the day, we're automatically going to protect ourselves. Nobody wants to feel that kind of pain or rejection or anything like that, even if you are in a relationship with somebody. But you got to step out
I
and be
truly
vulnerable and
enjoy
open.
these conversations.
yeah,
Oh
I
my bad.
think too
That's
people
good.
It's a
gotta
good
consider
conversation that needs to
that
go
like
on.
Yeah, I do. I
Absolutely.
really, yeah.
yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
conversation. I think people too, like they gotta remember that some people can go into a relationship unhappy already because they're relying on the relationship to
Yes.
make them happy in the first place, and that's not the answer.
And they don't want to
Exactly.
be
So
alone. And they
yeah,
don't
and
want
they
to
don't
be
want to be in the
alone.
wrong. So they could be going into these
Hmm.
relationships thinking they got everything figured out, and they're not a happy person on the inside, but they're counting on other people to make them happy. When in actuality, that's not. You're gonna go into every relationship unhappy. You're gonna go into every relationship with something to complain about because you're not happy anyway. So
And
Yeah, but at
that's
that
not
point, but
even
what are
just with
you?
relationships with men and women. You're gonna go start a new job unhappy. You
right,
go
right.
Hmm.
get
If you're not happy,
into a
yeah,
new club or whatever unhappy. Because
right.
you're just not a happy
Because you're
person. You
not
got to be
fixing
happy
it
within
within
yourself
yourself.
before you start bringing other people into your life.
Exactly.
Bang bang.
Yeah, but at
Accountability.
what point do
Hey
you hold
Mel.
that other person accountable, right? I mean, if let's say you are that person that left from out of a shitty relationship and you're going into a new one, you know, can you hold that person
Hmm.
accountable for
No,
what you felt the other person fell short
no,
on?
no.
No.
I
No.
don't think so
Mm-mm.
because
No,
I
we
think
had
That's
that conversation
I gotta
before.
fix myself.
that's
So
false
if I
expectations.
leave it,
Absolutely.
yeah, if I leave a relationship, that's my fault for going into another one knowing I didn't fix myself. So that's not the other person's
Right.
fault. So like,
Right.
yeah, if I come in there and I got trust issues because the last dude did XYZ, I go in there not trusting the next person because of what the last
That's on
person
you.
did. It's not up to him to be like, oh, here's a password to my phone. Here's what I'm doing. Here's a password to my Facebook. I'm not doing it. That's not his job because I didn't trust him, not this person. But since I'm
Hmm.
working on myself, I
Well,
shouldn't have got into that relationship.
eventually
Yeah,
it boils down to the person who keeps getting into these relationships
Yeah.
because they won't hold themselves accountable that every time I end something, this ends up happening.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's you. Maybe it's something you doing that you
yeah,
can't
Hmm.
figure out and
yeah.
why somebody's doing something like that to you. For a lot of years, man, and Ralph, no, I think Zoe was around at one point where a lot of women took advantage of me because of how nice I was. And that was me not seeing that up front, and I kept trying to figure out, well, why this always keep happening to me until I was able to figure it out after things happen so many times. So I had to hold myself accountable. Not the fact
Absolutely.
that I don't need to be nice to the next person, but I need to watch what I'm doing.
Who
I
you
had to
being
I had
nice
to learn
to?
and grow because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just to end things on a funny note, when it comes down to like accountability and women, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like we have a lot of power in that department where we don't have to be held accountable. That's just me.
Goddamn right.
I used it Sorry, Mark, but I used to bully the shit out of Mark. I had a whole lot of older brothers, a lot of male figures, and I got away with it. All I had to do was just cry and say I was, fake cry. I got away with it, and I knew it. So
vagina start wars. Period.
Terrible, man.
Oh my God.
It still works. It still
Oh
works
my
sometimes.
God. He said vagina starts wars.
Hey, that thing y'all got down there is so powerful.
It do.
It made guys go crazy.
Well, put it on a t-shirt. There you go.
If I could put vagina on a t-shirt and do what I want with it, I'll tell you what.
You can use the cat emoji.
Meow.
There you go.
No, we could just have a teacher that said vagina starts
I said
wars.
the slogan. Yes, thank you, Mom. Like, see, this is
That's
why
it.
me and him are like that. Yes. Okay.
Just have a cat head. Start wars. Everybody get it.
No.
Yeah.
No, because then
No.
cats start
The
wars.
word
I hate
vagina
cats.
is kind of sensitive.
I hate cats.
Nowadays.
I hate cats too, bro. But I love vagina.
I don't like cats.
Yeah, who you telling?
Right. I mean, cats. But vagina though.
Jeez.
I
nice.
love vagina.
Oh my
I don't know how y'all been around them for so long.
So warm.
Here's the other thing. You should be used to this shit. They should be used to this shit.
Oh man.
These people over here making faces like they ain't used to this shit. Ashley, you used to it. Mel, you used to it. Am, don't listen to this shit. Close your ears. But I'm just saying, y'all used to this shit. Okay? Been a fool, always gonna be a fool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a fool. So I'm about 70.
Always.
Probably still playing video games like a child. Probably still trying to get it up. If not, I'm gonna get that Viagra. It's gonna stay up.
Great God.
OMG.
It's gonna be stuck.
I don't need to
It's
know
gonna
that.
I'm just saying, it ain't gonna be a day it ain't gonna work.
It's gonna turn into vital agra. That's what it is. It's very vital.
How did we get here? How did we get here?
How did you get
There's no
here?
road. So
That cost
no
a
road.
bus.
It's just that.
He's very accountable for taking that Viagra. He's
You
very
what?
accountable for taking that Viagra.
My wife gonna hate me until I'm about 80.
Accountability.
Hey,
I'm
say some of that
Oh,
later.
oh, wait. Look at Ashley's face. It's frozen. Oh, where's the screenshot?
You ain't got a screenshot. It's stuck.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Y'all wrong for that. Y'all wrong for that.
Oh shit!
Accountable for that.
I was accountable for finding that shit. I'm sorry.
You know she gonna get you.
Ashley, I love you.
She not
Just
here
know
no
that.
more.
That's
Not here no
fine.
more.
That's fine. She's gonna see it later.
No,
She gonna-
her phone may have died or something.
whatever happened, this shit was fucking hilarious. Okay,
You're
is
terrible.
gonna
That's just what it is.
me the fuck out when she talks to me. I already know she is. Ash, if you watch this later, I'm sorry. I love you, but it's me. I mean, I couldn't not say something. It was motherfucking funny.
It had to be done.
Had to be done.
All right, y'all. What else we got? Is
Well,
that it for the show?
Real fast. I got one. I got something real fast. When is it a good time in life to when is it a good time in life to actually shave your balls and present it to the community?
Oh my God. All right, go ahead. I knew in the beginning I was different. Come on. Like, share, comment. Don't forget. Like, share, comment. There you go. Go ahead. Hit that up.
Like,
The dog, listen. I don't know. Man. Yeah, okay. Yep.
Zoe had to interfere right then and there.
Yep. There you go.
Let's get down to it. Hold on. All right.
His balls are smooth as eggs.
As you all know, we do this every episode. We couldn't do it last week because I wasn't on. But here's our webpage,
I
right?
am disgusted.
So our we have a brothers podcast. We have a spinoff. So this Thursday at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time, we have Lavoris and his squad is going to be able to get on here, and it's called Said Podcast. It's gonna be every Thursday. It's gonna be on our channel. It's powered by Any and Everything Podcast. So what's going to happen is they want to share, sports, entertainments, and they're going to have a couple drinks in the process. But if you're into, it's going to be mainly sports. They love sports and that type of thing. And we also had talks of shifting the fellas podcast to a different day. So, so it doesn't interfere with our Sundays podcast. But we have to work with everyone's schedule. So we got some changes coming up. We got this edition added to it. I hope you guys enjoy. Please, 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 this Thursday, show Lavore some love and his crew and log on and watch him as they go through their shenanigans, as they talk about their sports, whatever entertainment they discuss, and allow them to be able to just give you that extra content. Okay. So secondly, Mark is on one of our new hosts, right? So he's on the main page with us. For right now, I don't have a profile page for him. So I got to take time to sit down and do that. But if you click on Mark's picture or his name here, it will take you to his Facebook page so you can get to know him. But until then, this is his page. Look at that old ugly ass nigga. This is his page, and this will get you to get to know Mark and all that type of stuff and all the people you hang around, right? So, but when you click on one of ours, we do have a profile page. It takes time to make this type of stuff, and you get like a quick synopsis of what we do, and Mark is going to have that as well. Okay, so also I added the category. The other podcasts will have their own webpage on our website, and whatever we deem creative and whatever they want on here, we will put it on here. Okay. And then we still have our friends, right? So any one of us give extra content, give services, you can all link to these folks and reach out to them. Okay. Our merch store is up, so make sure you guys check it out. All of these are a link to some of the merch that we have. And if you want to view more merch, you tap here, or you tap at the bottom, and it will take you to our merch page where we got a few items. We got collections coming, so one of our ideas is what Black people say. And you're going to get a good, hilarious synopsis of, what we normally would say or what we grew up to and that type of thing. But the shirts that are on here, you can purchase them now. This is the one I have on now, the hot ice cream shirt, and these are the prices for it. But other than that, man, that is it for the show. And y'all still laughing.
Oh, it's stupid, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The sports, entertainment, and drinks. How it said, and the rest I thought was special ed departments.
Divorce gonna kill you.
What are you drinking?
I don't know what Ralph's drinking.
Oh my god!
And how much of it have you had?
Dog,
Amber,
okay, we out.
We
We out.
enjoyed you guys.
I saw the same thing, Ralph. I swear to God, I did. Come on, Ralph, that ain't right, dog.
Amber, do you guys got anything else to say?
You as well.
Yes, Ralph, tell Ashley it was nice meeting her.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to Ashley. I can't motherfucking wait. You see the picture you left up? That shit was hilarious. As a matter of fact, I know I got a number in here. Maybe I don't.
Oh my God.
All right. Other than that, thanks for watching. We love you guys.
It's been a real blessing having the guest hosts today. Y'all been real eye opener.
Big facts.
I enjoyed y'all company so very much. Zo, man, you disappoint me, man.
Thanks,
I thought you were gonna come in like roar.
Amber killed him.
Oh, I thought he was
trying to have some business.
Yeah, he has business.
We good though, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. I'll come shit on the next one. You know what I'm saying?
I see. Mel, it's been a blessing seeing you.
Go ahead, end it.
You too.
Amber,
been a minute.
Great job. Ashley, I'm sorry about the freeze frame.
I loved it.
But you did good too, man.
Do not post.
All right, y'all. 100.